Hello, and welcome to today's screencast, Electronic Citations, How to Cite Your Online Research. The purpose of citing your online research is to avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism is copying portions of text from a source without using quotation marks or citing where you found the information. The idea of using an electronic citation, or e-citation, is to make it easy for the reader to find the information you used. The essential elements of an e-citation include the author of the material, the date, and the electronic address, or URL. Now is a good time to see the difference between what plagiarism is and what plagiarism is not. Plagiarism is when you copy exact words or use words, ideas, or other productions such as pictures or videos that originate somewhere outside of you. What plagiarism is not is when you use any of your own words or ideas, or when you use generally accepted facts, such as pollution is bad. This leads us to the most common instances of when to use an e-citation. When you use a direct quote, summarize information, or paraphrase. You will use an e-citation when you summarize, which is when you put the main ideas or main points into your own words. Paraphrasing involves putting a passage from one of your sources into your own words. The difference between summarizing and paraphrasing depends on how much data you are putting into your own words. In either instance, you will need to cite the material you use. You will use an e-citation when you quote your source material. The quote must be identical to the original document word for word, and you must attribute the original author in your citation. Some of the more common types of e-citations you may run into are personal websites, such as a blog or a personal website, professional websites, such as companies like Apple or General Electric, online articles, such as a newspaper or a magazine, and online databases and projects, which you may find at a university or college website. In this example of a personal website, you see the person who runs the website, the date, and finally the electronic address, or URL. Note that the URL has a triangle parentheses before and after to denote the beginning and end of the URL. In this example of a professional website, we see the organization and author, the date, and finally the URL, again with triangle parentheses. When using an online article, it is important to put the author first with the name of the article and where the article was found. In this example, Amy Harmon wrote, "Have laptop will track each blip in the market." It was found in the New York Times site on September 6, 1998. As you can see, the URL is last. An online database can have a ton of useful information. If you find anything from a database, you must cite where you found it, and in this example, we see the citation used the Suffragist Oral History Project found at the Online Library of California, Berkeley, dated 1998 and 1999. Note the URL at the end. Thank you for taking the time to find out how to cite your electronic citations. Here are my sources I used in creating this presentation. For more information, visit my blog for direct links to these and other good resources on how to cite.